Arsenal Football Club's recent attempt to secure Brazilian forward Igor Jesus from Botafogo has encountered a significant setback, highlighting the complex nature of mid-season transfer dealings. The Gunners initially proposed a loan deal for the 23-year-old striker, but this offer was swiftly rejected by the Brazilian club. The refusal emphasizes the challenges that often arise in securing new talent during the January transfer window, when teams are less inclined to make swift decisions due to the mid-season context and the balance between financial and sporting priorities. At present, Arsenal finds itself grappling with a series of significant injuries that have substantially depleted their attacking options. Key players such as Bukayo Saka and Raheem Sterling are currently sidelined, leaving a gap in the squad that could have serious implications for the team's performance in both domestic and European competitions. With the Gunners striving to maintain their competitive edge and fight for top honors in multiple fronts, the urgency for reinforcements has become all the more apparent. Manager Mikel Arteta has openly acknowledged the need for additional firepower and has made it clear that the club will be active in the January transfer market, actively seeking solutions to bolster their offensive lineup. Igor Jesus, who currently plays for Botafogo in Brazil's top division, has garnered significant attention from clubs across Europe due to his impressive performances on the pitch. Since joining Botafogo from Shabab Al-Ahly, he has been a standout player, making 31 appearances and contributing 8 goals and 5 assists. His technical skill, versatility, and ability to find the back of the net have made him an attractive target for clubs looking to strengthen their attacking options. Jesus is not just a goalscorer. His adaptability allows him to play across various offensive positions, making him a valuable asset for a club like Arsenal, which is seeking depth in its forward line. The swift rejection of Arsenal's loan offered by Botafogo underscores the Brazilian club's valuation of Igor Jesus as a key player in their squad. Botafogo is reportedly open to a permanent transfer, but only if their financial expectations are met. While Jesus has a release clause of €100 million in his contract, it is understood that the Brazilian side would be willing to entertain offers in the region of €20 million, which would likely trigger more serious discussions. This discrepancy between the two clubs' initial offers and expectations highlights the inherent difficulties of negotiating a deal during the mid-season, as both sides attempt to balance financial considerations with sporting ambitions. Arsenal's overall strategy for the January transfer window appears to be centered around acquiring short-term solutions that will not compromise the club's long-term plans. With their attacking depth depleted, the club has been linked with several high-profile forwards, including Alexander Isak of Newcastle United and Benjamin Sesko of RB Leipzig. These players are undoubtedly talented, but their acquisition may prove difficult, given the potential cost and the competition from other clubs. As a result, Arsenal has turned its attention to alternatives such as Igor Jesus, who could provide an immediate boost to the squad at a more reasonable price. However, the challenge remains in balancing these short-term needs with the club's broader ambitions, which includes securing top-level talent for sustained success in the future. The financial elements surrounding the potential transfer of Igor Jesus are multifaceted and complex. Arsenal's initial loan proposal may have been influenced by a variety of factors, including budgetary constraints or the desire to assess Jesus' adaptability to the Premier League before committing to a permanent transfer. This approach would allow Arsenal to evaluate his performances and fitness in a competitive environment, which is especially important given the unpredictability of player transitions from foreign leagues to the English top flight. On the other hand, Botafogo's preference for a permanent deal reflects their aim to capitalize on Jesus' current form and market value, especially considering the player's €100 million release clause. Their stance suggests that they are keen to secure a substantial financial return for one of their star players, which may complicate negotiations for Arsenal, particularly if they are unwilling to meet those lofty demands. The rejection of the initial loan bid forces Arsenal to reassess their transfer tactics for the remainder of the window. The club must now decide whether to adjust their offer and pursue a permanent transfer for Jesus, potentially meeting Botafogo's financial demands, or to shift their focus to alternative targets. This decision is complicated by several factors, including the club's budget for the January window, the pressing need for immediate reinforcements, and the broader strategic objectives for squad improvement. Additionally, the team's ongoing injury concerns and the looming fixture congestion in both the Premier League and UEFA competitions make it all the more urgent for Arteta and the club's management to find an effective solution to their offensive deficiencies. The transfer market is inherently competitive, with numerous clubs often vying for the same talent, particularly players who have demonstrated their abilities in top-flight leagues. Arsenal's interest in Igor Jesus will likely attract attention from rival teams, further complicating negotiations. This competition could drive up the price for the player, potentially pushing him beyond Arsenal's budgetary constraints. Given that Jesus has impressed in Brazil and is viewed as a potential star in European football, it's likely that other clubs may enter the race for his signature, forcing Arsenal to act quickly or risk missing out altogether. In such a competitive environment, Arsenal's management must navigate these challenges with caution, ensuring that their negotiations remain focused and that they do not become involved in protracted bidding wars that could erode the financial viability of any potential deal. Timing is often a decisive factor in football transfers, and Arsenal's need to reinforce their squad during the January window is time-sensitive. However, the club must strike a careful balance between the urgency of bolstering their attacking options and the patience required to negotiate favorable terms. With Botafogo, rushing into a deal could lead to an overvaluation of the player, or a hasty decision that does not fully align with Arsenal's broader strategic goals. Conversely, taking too long to finalize a deal could result in missed opportunities, especially as rival clubs may swoop in with more attractive offers. Arsenal's management will need to carefully evaluate the timing of their approach, weighing the risks of delay against the potential rewards of securing the right player for their squad. Arsenal's pursuit of Igor Jesus serves as a clear reminder of the complex nature of modern football transfers, where player valuations, club priorities, and market dynamics intersect in intricate ways. The rejection of their initial loan offer underscores the challenges that clubs face in securing talent, particularly in the January window, when transfer activity tends to be more volatile and unpredictable. As the transfer period progresses, Arsenal's management will need to employ astute negotiation tactics, ensuring that their squad is reinforced effectively without jeopardizing their long-term ambitions. In a broader sense, this scenario highlights the multifaceted nature of modern football transfers, where financial considerations, player potential, and club ambitions must be meticulously aligned to achieve a successful outcome. The coming weeks will likely reveal whether Arsenal can find a solution that meets both their immediate needs and long-term objectives, securing a player who can help the team continue to challenge at the highest levels of competition.